Hey everyone, back again. Welcome back to another video review. Apologies if I haven't been on YouTube for a while, but I've been busy, and yeah, so before we start, Happy Christmas everyone. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and happy whatever you celebrate today. So, today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Prime Robots in Disguise Voyager class DreadWing. Now, as you can see, his alternate mode is of course a fighter jet. Now the jet is actually based off of a modified F-35 Lightning II from Lockheed Martin. Man, Lockheed Martin. They seem to be coming out with Transformer alternate modes for Decepticons primarily, and of course for Breakaway, for the Autobot Breakaway from Revenge of the Fallen. Anyways, so yeah. Overall, I love the jet mode. The color scheme is very, very Blue Angels-like. I really like it. I mean, so the primary colors, like I said, very Blue Angels-like with the royal blue. It does have some gold on the wing tips, on the legs as well, which are going to be in robot mode, and translucent yellow cockpit. This has some charcoal black on the wings, which are rubbery, on this back panel where my thumb's pointing at, and he does have some landing gear which don't roll, and you can flip this up, this one forward or backward or whatever, but these won't move at all. He does come with two weapons, which are plugged under the top, so we'll set DreadWing off to the side, and we'll take a look at the weapons. Now, his first weapon, of course, is his sword, which he, of course, uses in the show quite a lot. Will use until his ultimate demise and regeneration. If you see, for those of you who haven't followed Season 2 of Transformers Prime, just watch my regeneration video, and of course that's the episode where DreadWing gets killed off. And his other one is his Power Razor weapon, which you pull back, and there you go, that's his gun. And it's kind of, it's supposed to be reminiscent of the gun he used in the show. But, yeah, overall it's pretty cool. He does have a nice little light up feature right through the barrel. And yeah, overall I like it. It's pretty cool. I know people hate these weapons and the fact that they don't lock into place. But once you see my Voyager Ultra Magnus video for Prime, then we'll do the whole debate thing. So going back to DreadWing here, very cool figure, love the color scheme, I just can't get over it. It's kind of ironic how his twin brother Skyquake kind of showed up first in Season 1, and then DreadWing first showed up in Season 2, and on a side note, they were introduced in the 6th episode of the first and second season respectively. So yeah, very cool. So I just can't get over the jet mode. It's really cool. It's very bulky, I know, but I know most Canadians that are very intelligent, by the way, for you know. Anyways, going back to the video here. Yeah. So, like I say, the jet mode's great. It's, I just can't get over the colors. I just really can't. Anyways, I'm going on a sidetrack here. What am I doing here? Anyways, but as I was saying about the whole Canadian thing, most Canadians that are not stupid, by the way, would tend to think that this jet mode would suck, and it kind of does, but in real life it's kind of bulky. And I did actually look up some real-life pictures of the actual jet, which of course, like I said, is the F-35 Lightning II, and I believe these wings are much more thinner as opposed to these. Anyways, so transformation for this guy is actually pretty tricky. Yeah, that's the phone ringing. Sorry about that, guys. It does that from time to time. Well, it hasn't happened really in a whole lot, but anyways, so the transformation, like I say, it's a little complicated, it's a little tricky in places, but anyways, so the first thing I'm going to do is going to flip the wings up like that, And then we're going to come back here and oh my god, what do we have here? Hand sticking out the thruster. Isn't that neat? Thanks, Hasbro. Like, what's he going to do? Grab onto people and just throw them from like 35,000 feet from Earth and just kill them? I don't know. Anyway, so we're going to flip the wings up like that. Side wings, and you want to unpeg the legs from the underside. You want to take the front landing gear and fold that in. Then what you want to do is you want to unpeg the bottom of the fuselage, and it's a little tricky to do, but once you get it figured out, then you know what I'm talking about. Take the sides here. These are actually going to become the shoulder pads in robot mode, and then you want to, and while you're at it, once I get the shoulder pads figured out, which are a little tricky to do, then you can get your finger and push up the head of the robot mode. Going back to the fuselage, you want to open this up like that, slide it out, slide this out, and then you want to close this up, or actually you want to take this little translucent yellow piece and flip it up. And going back to the cockpit here, I don't know if you'll be able to see it because of the my camera, but there is no, I don't think there's any seat detailing in it, but I could be wrong. Anyways, you want to flip the nose cone in like that, okay? And then for the rest of the legs, you want to take the entire waist piece and you want to click that right into place, fold the legs up, and then you want to flip up the feet, and then you can position the wings however you want. I just prefer to kind of like flip them up like that, and you can see it kind of has some pretty bulky legs. So the next thing what we're going to do is we're going to come back to the rear of the jet. You want to unpeg the arms from the underside of the thruster, from the very singular thruster, if I might add, and then you want to take, again, you want to take the wings actually, and you want to lift them up so that you can get more of a grip, not more of a grip, but more of a handle on the head. So there's a head like that, and then next you want to flip up the rest of the, you just want to flip up the pretty much the bulk half of the chest area like that, and you can close it or whatever. Actually, you can't close it. So actually, I made a mistake here. So you're supposed to push those. You're supposed to push those things in, and then what you are able to do is you can actually. Yeah, sorry guys, this figure is very tricky to transform. I know what you're thinking. This is a great figure, but it's a pretty tricky figure to get situated. So yeah, so once you get the rest of, I think I'm doing something wrong here. I could be wrong, but I don't know what to say. I really don't. Okay, so push those back in. That. Okay. So, oh, and then when I unclip the thruster like that, and then you want to flip this back. You want to flip this panel back, straighten it up, and then what you can do is you want to take the waist here, and there's these couple tabs, lock them into place like that. Take the shoulder pads, raise them up like that. And then the arms, what you want to do is get the shoulder pad situated first, like that. And then what you can do is just situate them like that, turn the form like that, and then rotate the wrist to its proper thing like that. And then what you can do after that is you will actually, oh shoot, you're supposed to push that, supposed to push the back panel like that. You're supposed to push the orange part like that, and then you'll have enough clearance to lock the head into place like that. And the wings, you can just slide them right back up. You can put them in their original position, or you can just do however you please with the wings. Like that. Or actually, I'm just gonna fold them back into their, no, I'm not gonna waste my time here folding them back to their original position. And then lastly, take the thruster and then just push that right up against his back. And then the wings, you can do whatever you want with them. So yeah, and then head locked into place. Get that situated like so. I may have transformed it incorrectly, but I don't think I did. If I did, then just don't come crying to me about it. It's just a figure. And I probably did something wrong again. Holy cow. Holy cow. So thrust it back in like that. And then take, yeah, this is a very finicky figure. I'm sorry guys, but this is just a very finicky figure. I like it. I still like it, but there's just so many things that can go, like this is kind of a precise figure. Like if you make even one simple little mistake, you're pretty much, you know, in a tight situation. So, yeah, okay, stay connected. Yeah, so the wings are kind of in an odd position. Actually, you know what, never mind. I think that's how they looked in the show. Anyways. So anyways, oh, whoa! And there goes the head. I killed him. Well, not how he died in the show, but yeah, he fell over. So anyways, there you have DreadWing in his robot mode. Very cool looking and very much like Tom Brady. I'm sorry. But when he's in robot mode, he looks like Tom Brady. Like, he looks like a freaking quarterback ready to, like, pretty much pound somebody. Like, trying to get a first down or a touchdown. Or trying to get a touchdown pass. Anyways, in Skyquake, he looks like, I don't know, Peyton or Eli Manning with those colors. But anyways, so the articulation on this guy, head rotates, the arms can move, but if you want to get more articulation, you might want to move the shoulder pads out of the way. Thank you very much. And then arms can go out to the side, you can bend the elbow a little backwards a bit, it can rotate. At the forearm, the wrists can rotate. That's really it. He has no waist articulation because of the transformation, that's okay. Legs can go forward and back, in and out, they can bend at the knee. They can rotate at the hip, and feet are slightly posable. Now, his weapons. First, we'll get to his Power Riser gimmick, and I know some of you are thinking, oh, this weapon sucks because not like the one in the show. Well, you can if you can so choose, kind of get it like he's actually holding his underslung laser cannon from the show. Now, speaking of underslung, it's kind of impossible to unfortunately you can't hold it underslung like he does in the show, but I'm sure with Skyquake when he comes out, the repaint and slight retool of DreadWing, then yeah, I thought we were going to get Skyquake first, but obviously DreadWing had the bigger role than Skyquake. And on a side note, both are dead. I'm sorry, I have to point that out. I don't care. Anyways, and he does come with a sword, so you can reenact some scenes from the show with DreadWing using his sword. And yes, you can kind of hold it. You can kind of make it look like he's gonna like slice someone in two with his both hands, but yeah, it's a very cool looking sword nonetheless. And I don't remember if it actually looks, the sword is very show accurate. I remember it was pointy. I remember it was kind of unique looking, but I don't remember it being, I don't actually remember it being that pointy at all. So, and with the other hand, it's kind of tricky to kind of hold things in his hand, but once you get the hang of it, then you got it. So anyways, so yeah, overall, will I recommend getting this figure or highly recommend it? I'm going to say yes, but the transformation, as you saw in the video, was kind of, it was finicky, yes, but it's still a great figure nonetheless. So I'm going to say pick this guy up if you're interested in this. So he's basically a recommended figure, but highly recommended overall due to the fact that he looks like the Blue Angel, like his color scheme at Jet Mode looks like the Blue Angels, and it actually is the Blue Angels color scheme. And when he's in robot mode, he looks like a quarterback or a linebacker, like Tom Brady, as I mentioned. And Skyquake, like I said, looks like Eli Manning or Peyton Manning. But yeah, once I review Skyquake, then we'll sort out the differences here now. So anyways, that is my video review of the Transformers Prime Robots in Disguise Voyager class DreadWing. I will see you all very soon. I'll be back as soon as possible with my next video. And yeah, so take care, see you soon. Have a great day, and I'll catch you all later. Bye-bye!